All right. Good evening, everyone. Hi. I thought I might talk about something controversial, and that is let's talk about relationship in general and what it is. It's a connection. It's a connection that doesn't just take. It's a connection that we need. We all need human connection. So the controversial thing that we might talk about tonight is marriage, and the thing that people stumble over sometimes is a verse, a sentence that says, "Wives, submit yourself to your husbands." And I think in light of my experience in the last year and last many years, that's not too hard to understand. In first place, one particular chapter says, submit yourselves to each other in reverence. And I will probably say this again, but I revere my wife. I revere what she accomplished in her 71 years. So, yeah, wives, submit yourself to your husband. Go ahead and stumble over that. But it says, husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church and gave himself for it, or gave himself up. So, and then it talks about the cleansing, that he might cleanse her with the washing of water through the word. Now that word, the word word, is in the book of John, it's logos. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. But that's not referring to a verbal word. That's the word logos is where we get the word logic. It is talking about the entire essence of God and being embodied in a human being. Husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for it, that he might thus, we just said, cleanse it. So I'm going to say, for one thing, that this is not referring to words in the Bible. They are absolutely dead and worthless without essence. But it is referring to an essence. And I'm going to say that nobody does this. Nobody does this. But if you move in the direction of doing this, then you have given yourself up. You have given yourself up for another person, which means that this is my wife, my friend, my whatever, but you do not possess them. And in fact, your highest goal is for them to have the best life they can have, to have the space they need, to be their own person. And that's what you would give yourself for. Not that you do things for them, but that you be, in the deepest sense, someone who gives themselves to that goal of having the other person have the very best life they can have. And for that, I don't think it would be too hard to have reverence. Like I say, I have reverence for my wife, and in fact, I'm still, as our marriage evolved over the years, I'm still learning from that. In fact, she and I are still working on this together to bring this idea into the world of how great a marriage can be and how it really involves not not ego, and especially not a rampant male ego, that wants control, wants to control things, wants their household, whatever. But it involves a real giving beyond what we know and something that we can never finish growing into. So I think that's a good thought for tonight. I'll leave you with that.